Hello, blessed ones, and welcome to the Night Wolf Temple. Today is Saturday, February 22nd, 2025, and today I will be reading to you a card of the day from the Tabula Mundi Tarot by Meleen. It's one of my personal favorite decks in the Thoth tradition. Let's go ahead and pull our card today. Okay, the card for today is the Ace of Wands, also known as the root of the power of fire. All right, let's unpack this card image. So, root of the power of fire. We have on the card a view up the trunk of a tree, and a red background with what looks like sort of like lightning coming out of the tree trunk. If you look closely at the bark, you will see other images in the bark kind of containing the entire tarot. In fact, in those images, the entire at least minor arcana in those. And then there's a face up at the top of the tree, almost like a int, like Treebeard. And it looks like there's actually lightning striking the tree. And then you'll notice there's fire on the tree. And the pattern of the flames is supposed to resemble the points on the tree of life. So the each little flame would be one station on the tree of life, if you're familiar with the Kabbalic tree of life. And the Ace of Wands is representative. Okay, we're gonna get real wonky on this, so just bear with me. If you're not a big Kabbalist or occultist, this is definitely this deck is very occulty. So a lot of occultish. So the Ace of Wands is the Yod in the Yod He Vau He, or the Tetragrammaton. And so I've got the book M Liber Mundi with me, which is sort of the guide to the Tabula Mundi Tarot, and I wanted to read some things about this because this gets esoteric, but both Meleen and Crowley both write about the Ace of Wands being Kether, which, if you are familiar with the Tree of Life, is kind of the ultimate goal. So you start at Malkuth, which is earth, and Kether is heaven, or the divine, the unknowable, the ineffable. And so the Ace of Wands is a placeholder for Kether, but there's some distinction with Kether. It's not actually Kether, but it's like an elemental form of Kether. So the way that Crowley writes about it in his book, the Book of Thoth, he talks about, let's see, I'll just read directly from the Book of Thoth on this. It is the primordial energy of the divine manifesting in matter at so early a stage that it is not yet definitively formulated as will. So it's the root of the divine in matter, which will ultimately become will, and will with a capital W. And then in the book of M, I thought I would read some of these titles for Kether, because I think M. Meleen does a cool job listing these all. So she writes, some of the titles of Kether are evocative of this imagery: concealed of the concealed, ancient of ancients, ancient of days, the Most High, the vast countenance, the head which is not, the one in all and all in one, the inscrutable height, I am. These are Kabbalistic cones, for Kether is essentially unknowable. What does this card mean for you today? Well, gosh, that's a lot of heady stuff, right? So let's try to unpack this for what we can apply to our life today. Ace of Wands, the root of the divine manifesting in matter, which will become will. So I think of the beginning of things, the root, planting the seeds of power, planting the seeds of your will. Perhaps this is a time, especially on the weekend, where we're not at work, we're not shuttling kids to school, engaged in our weekly activities. It's depending on your religion, a day of rest today, or tomorrow is your day of rest. If you're, say Jewish or Christian, and it's the secular day of rest if you're not. So for the rest of us, at least in the Western world where we have a weekend. So today might be a good time, tonight might be a good time to examine where your will is perhaps lacking in your life, where you need to examine your will and try to discover what your true will is related to aspects of your life, or or in general where your life is going. And this card could be a powerful suggestion to begin doing that. So I won't go into any further deep Kabbalic ramblings today, but I'll just leave it at that. Card of the day from the Tabula Mundi Tarot is the Ace of Wands, the root of the powers of fire. And as always, I am happy to guide you through the tarot. And thank you for watching this video. Thank you for coming to the temple, dear ones. And I hope that you have a blessed evening and a blessed weekend. And if you like what you see here, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and I will be back tomorrow with another card of the day. Thank you.